Reverend Crystal Cox here. See that? Psychic readings today? That's every day. I might have to move that. It's a little bit much for the brightness, isn't it? Okay, so, is this thing on? I'm going to talk to you about focus. Okay? Your focus is your magic wand. You might think you're focused on a particular thought, but the background noise, the seeking someone's approval, could even be as far back as your mom or some other authority, so society at large. But oftentimes there's a background running of someone you need to please. And as you get older and older and there's no one to please or you don't give a fuck, then you come more and more into your own. There's many aspects to focus creating reality, but we're just going to focus on a few of the focus points today. I was experimenting yesterday with focus energy and saying, okay, well, yeah, I'm focused on my next step. I'm focused on what I'm doing. And Spirit was showing me that no, I still have programs running on how my focus will affect other people. Society's opinion at large, money, there's a whole bunch of background programs going, well, wait a minute, you think you're focused on what you think you're focused on, but you're not, because all these background programs are running. So I was being shown to, focusing on running energy. So I was running energy from my fingers below my belly button, like purple, focusing on my fingers, purple energy coming out, and then gold energy coming out above, like in my heart chakra. And just focusing on those colors, one and then the other, and one and the other. Also, on that note, check out EMDR when you're trying to focus, or if you got those programs running and you want to talk about things maybe you don't want in your life, let the EMDR play, because it changes your neuron path. This is my EMDR. This is my homemade EMDR. It's just one side than the other side. I digress. Anyway, focusing just on the color, it allowed my grip on reality, my grip on other background focuses to be released. And that's what meditation does when you're really in meditation and focused on, some people, like Abraham Hicks talks about a fan or some sort of background noise, but if you can get all of your focus out of worry, of money, of relationships, of what other people think, really find that pure moment outside of all of that. It lets the neurons relax, and it lets your true self come in and your true visions. And after I did this, I started making lists of things that I wanted to create and do and inspired to do that was all about me, and things that I've wanted to create my whole life. And I kind of put on hold because I thought something else would happen, or I needed to do something for someone else, or create something that involved other people, or help other people, or rescue other people, or my church being about, saving everyone and helping everyone. It's not about any of that. It's about where I put my focus is my magic, and that's what I create. In thought alone, you actually manifest physical reality. And so if you can shift your focus completely on what you want, not on what you lost, not on what you did in the past, not on what you're going to do tomorrow, but focused right now. Okay, so I just thought of something. If you're focused on what you want, you are a little bit focused on tomorrow. But it's in a way of, it could be any day, right? If it could appear right now, but your belief doesn't necessarily believe that you can manifest that right now, like your $1 million or your perfect house or whatever. So you kind of go it in stages. So you're focusing what you love and you're excited about in the moment. So you might be making lists that you're going to do in the future, but it's about purity of excitement for you and you alone, and not pretending that you're excited about something you're not, or not pretending that you're into something emotionally, financially, spiritually, sexually, education-wise, lifestyle-wise, that you're not into, so that you can please someone else. And this someone else, it boils down to a program in your mind. So it could have, started at childhood, trying to, please your mother, please your abuser, teachers. It could have been anything. It could be current relationships. It could be, relatives, society at large, a doctor, whoever you put in that position. So we'll talk a lot more about this, but your focus is a magic wand, like supernatural magic. Where you focus your thoughts, that's what's brought into your life. And so when there's all these other strings pulling on it that aren't really yours and people you're trying to appease, you're not really focused on what it is that will create the life you really want for you and you alone selfishly. You have to live your life in a way, in order to be at peace, of where you're selfish. And I'm never talking about children when I talk about this stuff. That's spiritual contracts of a different nature. But you have to literally pick what you prefer and be selfish, or you're going to create a reality that's someone else's version of you. You know, the example of the oxygen mask on the, the safety in the airplane. You have to put it on yourself before you can save other people. You have to be whole and strong and solid before you can heal and help other people. In old earth energy, we helped people to a certain degree, but now as light workers and healers, there's just no way. Don't even think about working with a healer that's not working on themselves all the time, trying to be their best version of themselves, because you can only raise your frequency and your healing to the level of where they are if they're working with you. And like I said, we'll talk about this a lot more, but focus is a magic wand. Literally, to create something in the room, like a building that didn't exist. You change your pants, the Mandela effect stuff. I've had pants literally change like to brand new. Like there was a rip in it and then there's not. Or, like with the Mandela effect stuff, moving from the gold sun to the white sun, moving from the Sagittarius arm to the Orion arm. There's a lot of that. And that is, the big stuff like that is mass consciousness. But also you can move to reality where it already exists. So if you fully believe there was a building across the street and a field that wasn't, or whatever, because people are seeing that. Buildings that look 100 years old that were never there. That's part of this timeline shift. So if you fully believe that, then that's going to appear in your life. If you know that it's true for you. And that happens by where you focus your thought, where you focus your energy. You wouldn't think that just by thinking of something you could magically bring it into your life. But as I was discussing with a friend yesterday, belief is just repetitive focus, right? Repetitive thought. And we believe something because we keep saying it over and over and over. We time travel to the past and bring up old stuff and old beliefs. Well, I'm this way because of that, or I'm this way because of this. That's all your focus in the moment. Immediately, if something feels off or weird in the moment, you can change your focus. Oh, that doesn't address the problem, Crystal. No, and you don't need to address the problem. You create a different reality every time you refocus. Anyway, that's enough babble ramble about focusing. I must focus now.